Hello everyone, welcome back to your mathematics class. We were doing our chapter data handling. In our previous class, we understood the tabulation method of arranging data and to observe a pictograph. In today's topic, we will understand how we can plot a pictograph with given data. Drawing a pictograph is really interesting because we all know that in pictograph we have to represent our data in the form of some drawing or symbol. For suppose if the data is about cars, so we can represent cars with the drawing of car, or we can call it a symbol also. So this symbol is going to represent car in your pictograph. So this is how we will draw our pictograph according to given data. Now, which is the most important part of this graph is its scale. Now, what is this scale? This scale is to decide that how many number of objects will be represented by one symbol. For example, if the data is about any flower, so how many flowers does this one drawing of flower or symbol of flower will represent? That will be known as the scale of your pictograph. How will you decide that scale? You will decide that scale according to your data. This one symbol can represent 3 flowers, can also represent 2, 1, any number of flowers it can represent. That depends upon the data. If the data is in large numbers, then you will take one symbol representing more number of objects, and if data is smaller, then you can simply take one symbol representing one of the object. This will become more clear with the help of some questions. So let's move towards exercise 9.2. I'll be solving question number 2. Question number 1 you can try yourself. So in question number 2, they are saying total number of students of a school in different years is shown in the following table. There is a one table given which is showing you number of students in different years. For the first part, they are asking you to prepare a pictograph of students using one symbol to represent 100 students and answer the following questions. Now you can see they have given you the symbol and scale itself. They are saying you have to draw this symbol in your pictograph, and this one symbol will represent 100 students. So that means symbol and scale, both the things are given. So we don't have to worry about it. We will directly take the scale which is given in our question. And it is always not necessary that scale will be given in question. Sometimes it happens that a scale is not given in question. So at that time you can decide scale on your own. And symbol too you can choose by yourself if it is not given in question. Here in this question, scale and symbol both are given, so we will be taking the same. So first thing what we have to do, we have to prepare our pictograph according to this given table. For that, we will make a table kind of thing in which first column will be headed by years and the heading of second column is number of students. Now we will write all the years here 1996, 1998, 2000, 2002 and 2004. These were the different years which are given. Now we will represent these number of students with the help of this given sample, and we will keep this in our mind, that is one symbol is representing 100 students. So we will draw them accordingly. So we can see in 1996 there are 400 students. So if there are 400 students and this one symbol represents 100 students, so how many symbols should we draw here? We should draw here only 4 symbols. So we will draw 4 symbols and they will represent 400 students. Right? In the same way, for 1998 there are 535 students. For 535 we will draw 5 symbols over here for representing 500 students. Now the point comes, how we will represent this 35. It is in our hand. Like we can see that this complete symbol is representing 100 students. So what we can do, if we draw it half, that means this is representing 50 students. Correct? Now you can consider it as that this one hand is for 10 students, this one leg is for 10 students, and this body is for 10 students, and this half head is for 20 students. Now this 20 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 becomes 50, so it is 50 students. Now you have to represent only 35. You have to represent only 35. So what we can do, we can remove this leg. It will become 40. Then we can draw this body in half. So this becomes 20, 10, 30 and this 5. This is 35. So we can represent it this way. If you want to represent it in any other way, you can do it in that way. Right? So this is 35. I hope it is clear. You can do it according to you. Now for next year it is 472. So 400 will be represented by 4 symbols. And then again for 72 you can decide according to yourself. For this what you can do, if this is your complete symbol, if we remove this one leg, it becomes 90. If we remove this one hand, it becomes 80. Then we remove, or we just shorten one leg, so it becomes 72. So we can draw it like this only. This will represent 472. Next, in 2002, there are 600 students. So you will represent them with 6 symbols. Right, again in the last one there are 623. So these are 600. Now draw for 23 students. What you will do for that? 20 we have considered the circle or the half of the face. So this becomes 20. And then this is 3. So this will be the pictograph for the given data of students in respective years. Now we have to answer certain questions as per our pictograph. Now this table is of no use. Table was required only to plot our pictograph. So first question is, how many symbols represent total number of students in the year 2002? You have to tell how many symbols are representing number of students in year 2002. So you can directly count it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So your answer will be 6 symbols are representing number of students in year 2002. That's it. Part B is asking how many symbols represent total number of students for the year 1998. So what will you say? You will answer it as, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 complete symbols. So we will write 5 complete and 1 incomplete symbol. We don't have to write that how much incomplete symbol we are drawing there. We will directly write 5 complete and 1 incomplete symbol represent number of students in year 1998. This will be your answer. Hope it is all clear to you. Now there is another part of this question, and they are asking you to prepare another pictograph of students using any other symbol, each representing 50 students. And you have to tell which pictograph do you find more informative. Now you are supposed to find some another symbol for representing number of students, and that symbol will represent 50 students, and you have to draw another pictograph. So for that, what we will do, let me just clear this. So for this you can take any symbol. I am taking this symbol, and this is representing 50 students. Right? This is our pictograph, and the data was in 1996 there were 400 students, in 1998 there were 535, in 2000 there were 472, in 2002 there were 600, 2004 there were 623. Now for the first year, if this symbol is representing 50 students, that means to represent 400 students, we have to draw 8 such symbols. So we will draw 8 such symbols. You can take any symbol. It is not necessary that you take the same. So these 8 symbols will represent 400 students for the year 1996. For 535, we have to draw 10 such complete symbols. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These 10 symbols represent 500 students. Now for 35, I will draw one incomplete symbol. This will be 35. Okay. Now for 2000, in the same way, we will represent these numbers also. For 400, we have to draw 8 symbols. Now for 72, we will draw this. Now for 600, we have to draw 12 such symbols. These are 12 symbols, they are representing 600 students. In the same way, you will draw for 623. So for 600, again you have to draw 12 symbols, and then for 23, one incomplete symbol we have to draw. Hence, this will be our final pictograph with the representation of 50 students by one symbol. Right? Here for 23, I have drawn this incomplete symbol. I hope the concept how to draw a pictograph is all clear. Now in the second part, they are also asking you to tell which pictograph was more informative. The one which you had drawn in part A or the one which you had drawn in part B. That means the previous pictograph which we had drawn with the symbol this and this pictograph. So which pictograph is more informative? So what will be our answer for that? Any pictograph which is having large number of symbols drawn will be more informative, because that graph will be giving you a precise information about anything. Whatever be your data, you will get a precise information from pictograph which will have maximum number of symbols drawn in it. So according to that condition, we will say that second pictograph was more informative. So what will be our answer? That second pictograph is more informative. Correct? Because whenever we are representing any data in the form of graph, if we have large number of symbols, or if we use smaller things to represent our data, that will give you an exact value of whatever information you want to get from that data. That is why this pictograph is more informative in comparison to the previous one, because it is having more symbols. So that means it is representing for every student better than the previous pictograph. Hope the concept of drawing pictograph is clear. Now question number 1 is your homework.